Imagine you are simply sitting, perhaps reading a book or watching television, when suddenly, a strange tingling, numbness, or that familiar pins and needles sensation washes over one side of your body. It is a moment that can make anyone pause and wonder, could this be more than just a limb falling asleep? Yes, sudden pins and needles, or numbness, especially if it appears on one side of your body, can indeed be a symptom of a stroke. It is not always the most recognized sign, but it is a crucial one to be aware of, particularly when it occurs suddenly and without a clear reason. The reason this sensation can indicate a stroke lies in how a stroke affects your brain. A stroke happens when blood flow to part of the brain is interrupted, either by a clot or a burst blood vessel. When brain cells are deprived of oxygen and nutrients, they can start to die. The brain is the control center for all bodily functions, including sensation. If the area of the brain responsible for processing touch, pain, or temperature in a specific part of your body is affected by a stroke, you might experience sudden numbness, tingling, or weakness in that area. It often presents on one side of the body because each side of the brain generally controls the opposite side of the body. So, how can you tell the difference between benign pins and needles and a potential stroke symptom? The key is to look for other stroke signs and to consider the suddenness and one-sided nature of the symptom. When a stroke occurs, it is common for the numbness or tingling to be accompanied by other symptoms. Think F.A.S.T. F stands for face drooping. A is for arm weakness. S is for speech difficulty, and T is for time to call 911. If you notice any of these signs, even if they seem to resolve quickly, it is a medical emergency. It is also important to understand the concept of a transient ischemic attack, often called a TIA or mini-stroke. A TIA is a temporary period of symptoms similar to those of a stroke, such as sudden numbness or tingling, but it is caused by a temporary disruption in blood flow. While TIA symptoms often resolve within minutes or hours, they are a serious warning sign that a full stroke could be imminent. Considering them as a medical emergency and seeking immediate attention is crucial for prevention. Recognizing that sudden, one-sided pins and needles can be a stroke symptom, especially when paired with other signs, empowers you to act quickly. Your prompt response to these warning signals, by calling emergency services immediately, is the single most important step in protecting brain health and improving the chances of a positive outcome. Do not wait for symptoms to improve. Time is brain, and every minute counts.